snowing in Michigan, so you know what that means. Turkey trots. Yeah, lots and lots of holiday 5Ks, 10Ks coming up, and in this video, what we're gonna do is lay out step by step our favorite exercises and movements to warm you up for that type of a race. Tune in. To get the most out of the sciatic nerve scoop exercise, you really need to get the lead leg nice and straight with your toes elevated off the ground as you see here. Now, this does a great job of preparing the back end of that leg, and not just the muscles, but also the nerve to get ready to rock on a race. These open the gate, close the gate exercises are really, really common in soccer prep, and what you want to just make sure that you do is take that hip joint through as full range of motion as you can. We certainly use your hips a lot when we run, and this is a great way of preparing. Butt kicks. Everybody knows this from gym class in elementary school, but hey, prepares, it gets a little active dynamic stretch through the quads and gets you ready to roll. Speaking of rolls, ankle rolls like this were originally taught to Dr. Seth here, that's me speaking, in preparing for Olympic weightlifting by an Olympic weightlifting coach. And really what this does is it gets some blood flow and some great active movement, not just through the foot and plantar fascia and Achilles, but actually the ankle joints, which are stressed a lot during a run. So it's good to make sure you give some love to your ankles. All right, the best way to do side steps is not with it at your ankles or at your knees, but actually to have that band wrapped around the underside of your foot. Some research that backs it. The main goal here, you're trying to get some resistance that challenges the outsides of your hips, but without tipping shoulders side to side the entire time. You see me here demonstrating this, doing 3 versions. That's top version, this version is 3 sets of band steps. The first being nice and tall, the second in a partial squat, and then the third even more challenging in a little bit of a deeper squat. Now the single leg 3-point tap is a favorite of ours also, really to prepare the lateral chain of our body for all the single leg stuff that's about to happen during a run. When I say lateral chain, we're talking about glute medius, we're talking about the outer portions of your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, crucial muscles to be able to run at your best during a race. Now this is a different angle on this movement just to make sure that you're not trying to get your knees forward, you're actually trying to get more of a reach backwards with your hips. This is how you get the most glute activity during this exercise. All right, if you need it to be a little bit spicier, and I mess up all the time when I do these things, all you can do to upgrade this exercise is simply don't touch your toe down, right? So if you just don't have that connection to the ground, it makes it immensely harder on the balance, on the glutes, and it makes it even more amazing. Keeping on with the strength training that we need to focus on, just a little bit of waking up muscle activity, right? It's not all stretching to prepare. We need to get some lunges into your program. Now, these are shown doing them appropriately, and you can see that you can tap the rear knee down. Not everyone is flexible enough for that, so it's not necessary to have to come into contact, but hey, look at that. We don't want the knee to cave in like this. This is a big no-no when it comes to running. It's a big no-no to any loaded movement. We want to try to make sure that the knee always tracks over the ankle. Likewise, we don't want to make it just about the knee. It's not knee forward at the expense of the heel coming up, and it's certainly not everything leaning backwards either to have the knee go beyond and behind the ankle. These are both ways that we want to try to stay away from when we're doing that movement. A single leg deadlift, I would recommend that you hold on to a car, you hold on to a light post, whatever might work the morning of, to really prepare after we've done all sorts of mobility work. We've woken up the calves, the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes. Now, integrating a single leg deadlift like this,